tell them a little story about it? All right, we'll just do it the way we do it. We'll do it like professional. A long time ago, in a land far away called West Texas and Northeast New Mexico, if you was a long-haired hippie musician, cosmic cowboy type, it was dangerous. Because this was before Willie Nelson sang at the Armadillo World Headquarters here in Austin, Texas, bringing the hippies and the rednecks together, creating the hipnecks. The term just never quite took, the hickeys. Everybody took off. Well, I used to live in Red River, New Mexico, and during the summer up there, all these ne'er-do-well Austin musicians would come up there and hang out, and we would get together each night after our day job, and we would have these hootenannies. Kind of makes the skin crawl to say it now. But one night we was at this hootenanny, and it was my turn to go get the beer. Now there were two bars in Red River, New Mexico. You open the door where the hootenanny was, and right across the street was the hardcore, serious cowboy, hillbilly, redneck country bar. Still remembers. And in fact, that was the name of it. They had a sign that just flowed up there to the mountains. And you just knew if you was a hippie cosmic cowboy, you didn't go in there. Now way down at the other end of the town, about a mile and a half away, was the Safe Hippie Musician Bar. But I didn't want to walk all the way down there and carry a case of beer back, because it's going to be about another 6 months before I got my driver's license back. Not too proud of the spirit of my life here, but so I said, well, how bad could it really be? So I was the first hippie cosmic cowboy type to walk into the hardcore, serious cowboy, hillbilly, redneck country bar. Never forgets. Just like riding a bicycle, isn't it? So I walked in there, there was about 40 of these old boys and one old woman. And I walked in there and I knew I was in trouble. These were rough-looking guys. And I was there and I had my little leather moccasins on up to about here, and a tie-dye shirt and a cowboy hat with a feather in it. And I knew I was in trouble. I couldn't let them know that I was intimidated. So I walked up to the bar and I said, "Hey, Gomer, give me a case of beer." I worked on this since for a while, Jerry. The guy looked at me and said, "How'd you know my name?" Should have. But anyhow, these two guys, I'd like to say a fight broke out, but I didn't really hold up my end of the bargain. These guys come over, they beat me up for about 20 minutes. Then they wander off and they start playing foosball. And I couldn't let them get away with it. So I raised up and I said, "You guys ain't so tough. I've been beat up worse than this by bikers." That didn't quite have the shaming effect that I'd hoped. They came back over. Then I went back to the hootenanny, and I stood there at the door, and I think I got my nose broken. A guy by the name of B.W. Stevenson said, "Did you get the beer?" At that hootenanny that night was Cowboy Bob Livingston. He left the next day. So I made up this song. He said, "Sit down." So I made up this song. Cowboy Bob was there. He left the next day, went to L.A., started playing with Michael Murphy. They left there, come here, and he started playing with you. Now the story,
The song wound up.
it wound up, it said, "One night at the Broken Spoke, you broke a string, and you said, 'Bob, sing a song.'" So Bob sang the song that I made up the night I got beat up in Red River, New Mexico.